Yeah, Jericole, we've talked a lot about Terquavion Smith's confidence, but it seemed tonight that every time Louisville was kind of able to maybe chip away a little bit, he made a big shot. Can you just talk about how big he's been for this team, especially tonight?
Yeah, he's one of those players that love basketball, so he's gonna give 100% whether a shot is going in or not. And obviously he's young, so he's learning as he's going on. But he did a great job tonight to help us get a win. So
James.
Yeah, Jericho, both you and Terquavion did struggle a little bit shooting in the last game. I mean, did you come into this game just feeling like, they were going to go down this time because you are a shooter?
yeah, I think one of those games where it wasn't falling, but coach always tells us to stay in the gym and trust in the work that you put in. So at the end of the day, I'm a believer and I'm always putting in the work. So whether my shot's going in or not.
And just to follow up, you guys haven't played a ton of zone in your career. What do you think this week getting ready for this game when you guys started practicing a lot of zone?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely new because obviously we're a pressure team and sometimes you got to switch things up to keep other teams off their feet. So I think we did a good job.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Corey.
Jericho, kind of going back to that, the question about the zone there, looking at this Louisville team, obviously they're a team that doesn't typically shoot well from outside. Was that the reason why you guys went to the zone in this one, or was it something else?
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason, and obviously the part of the reason that we don't necessarily run zone. So like I said, it keeps people out their feet, and they don't have as many shooters as other teams do have. So.
And for you, I mean, being a senior on this team, how personal are you kind of taking, first of all, what's been happening over the last, several games, but how much are you putting that on your shoulders to try to, get this team back to where you want them to be?
I think I put a lot on my shoulders just mentally and trying to figure out things that I can do to help the team, and whether that be scoring, rebounding, defending. I just feel like trying to be able to move on and be there for my teammates as much as possible. And I think we got a great group of guys that know what we can do, and we're just going to continue to keep fighting.
And how big of a payoff was that tonight for you guys?
It was lovely. Win is always lovely. So,
Terquavion, for you, obviously coming off of last game, going 0 for 7 shooting. I know you never lack confidence, but was there any doubt in your mind after that game that you needed to get things back together?
Not really. I knew what I needed to do and what I needed to work on. So, after that game, I was going harder in practice, going hard and shoot around, getting game shots in.
And how huge was tonight for getting that confidence back?
It was huge. The confidence is always there, but when you see it falling, it makes you go through the roof.
Alec.
Yeah, Terquavion, you've had pretty good shooting nights in all three of your ACC games that you've played on the road. Just as a freshman, I mean, how are you able to kind of, I guess, tune that out and just kind of stick to your game? And also on that, like, how much fun is kind of starting to getting to experience this ACC basketball and some of these atmospheres?
The atmosphere, I can say it is great. I love playing basketball, so it's always fun, competing at the highest level possible.
James.
Yeah, Terquavion, I think this is for you the first team you've now played twice in your career. How much did it help you having film from the first game to really look back on it and prepare for this one?
It helped me out a lot, I felt like I knew their roster like the back of my hand, honestly. I knew all their strengths, and I knew what they were trying to get to. So it helped me a lot on the defensive end.
And just to follow up, you guys haven't played a ton of zone this year. I asked Jericole a similar question. In practice, what was that like preparing for this game, working on that maybe more than you had prior to that?
It was a different feeling. We really don't play zone. We're more of a man-to-man team, full court, 94 feet. So we had to pick up quick and pick up on what we needed to do.
Corey.
Terquavion, I wanted to ask you a question about Ernest as well tonight. Guy that played 18 minutes. He's been kind of up and down this season in terms of his minutes played. But 4 points tonight, did have the two pretty big blocks and 5 rebounds. What have you guys seen from him in practice and the progress that he's shown that shows that he can be a guy that can come off the bench and be productive like he was tonight?
Honestly, Ernest is my roommate, so me and Ernest, we always get in the gym together. So I'm pushing Ernest extra hard, so he don't lose his confidence because his minutes up and down. So just talking to Ernest and keeping him involved and let him step up when it's time called. That's very big for him. I'm proud of him.